Hey YouTube, Victor here with alltimegreats.blog. Wanting to come at you with a little bit of commentary before I show you a video. The video I'm about to show you is a video hosted by Ray from Philly, Mike, This Baseball Card Life, and myself. It's a YouTube Baseball Card Hall of Fame vote, which I will show you the video, and the video will explain everything to you. But what I wanted to come on and say is what I really appreciate about the YouTube sports card community and just the hobby just in general is the friendships that you make. I've been living in Indiana for most of my life, and I can tell you that I've never had friends from Philadelphia, from Ohio, from Florida, from Canada, from Australia. But it just so happens that in the YouTube sports card community, I have the opportunity to make friends from all over the world. And that is something that I find so fascinating as I get to know my friends and learn even about their cultures or their likes or dislikes, and just come to find out that we have so much in common with the hobby. Ray from Philly approached me about being on the committee for the YouTube Baseball Card Hall of Fame, and I can tell you that there's something about the friendships that you develop, but then it takes it to a whole new other level when you come together in alliance on a certain thing, and that's kind of what happened here with us as we got together and we formed this alliance to present this event to the YouTube sports card community, and it just took our friendship like to a whole new level, I feel. So I want to share with you the video on the upcoming vote, and it's going to give you all the details of what you need to know. So just sit back, relax, and let yourself go. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, sports cards fans. This is Ray from Philly, and welcome to yet another edition of the Baseball Card YouTube Hall of Fame ballot for 2021. This here is the fourth year of its existence, started back in 2018, and I'm glad to be doing this again once again for the fourth year in a row. A lot of changes, a lot of different things that are going to be happening this year. The main thing is now there's a committee. And what I mean by that is kind of similar to the Veterans Committee, where they have 16 former players, managers, owners, executives. That is the committee. And they have presented to them a ballot where they have to pick 75% of the vote. So to help out with me this year, I wanted to kind of expand this year and create a committee. So to join me, I have two new committee members to the YouTube Baseball Card Hall of Fame. And it is Mike from This Baseball Card Life and
Great to be
Victor.
back.
And Victor from All Time Greats Blogs. Welcome, guys, and thank you for being a part of this year's committee.
All right, great to be back with you, Ray.
Hey, Ray, good to be here. I'm honored to be on the committee. I did want to share with the viewers on how I was selected to be on the committee. And that came last year's vote. We did a video response. And in my video response, I made a couple of suggestions to Ray. And Ray loved the idea so much that he instantaneously hired me for the position to be on the committee. And I accepted that, thankfully, and I love this, the concept of what we're doing here, and I'm honored to be here with you guys tonight. Ray, I think you're going to give us the definition of a Hall of Fame card.
Yes, the definition of what we think is a Hall of Fame card, and hopefully you agree with it, is that it could be a rookie card, could be a player that's in the Hall of Fame. It doesn't have to be a player that's in the Hall of Fame. It could be an iconic card. It could be a popular card. It could be a valuable card. We've had many different cards variations, such as a 52 Mantle, 51 Bowman Mantle, and an 89 Fleer Billy Ripken with the labeled bat. You get the drift. It's cards that were synonymous with the hobby, cards that were popular, not just value-wise, but just popular, and people resonated to that card. So without further ado, we're going to have Mike now and explain to us some of the ballot rules for this year. Mike?
Yeah, so this year we went really digital, more than just like a Google spreadsheet. We decided to use this program from Google Forums, and it does all the counting and everything for us, which is really, really awesome. So now I'm gonna show you what the ballot kind of looks like. So here is the ballot. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So first it shows the inaugural class of 2018. So you can kind of view what the other three classes were. Then you'll click on this next button, and it'll take you to the actual ballot. And we have 40 total cards for you to choose from this year, and you get to pick up to 10. So if you don't like 10, you just like 5, then just click on 5, and then I'll show you how to submit. So there's a nice fancy logo, and say you like this Walter Johnson, you just literally just click on it. There's an X there. You just go down and click on all the cards that you think should be on the list. And there's a picture and a description of what the card is for all 40 of them. And then when you're done, all you have to do is literally hit the submit button, and it will add it to all of our totals. So it makes it really easy, and we can do the wrap-up show and don't have to do all these tally marks. It's going to be great.
All right. Well, thanks for explaining that, Mike, because I'm sure a lot of people were going to have questions as to how to do the voting this year. So good explanation of showing people how to do the ballot and how to vote on the selected players. So now we're going to go into rule number 2. And Victor, he's going to tell people on the start time in the ballot, end time, and other important information.
Yeah, we've decided to start the contest on May 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to take it all the way till May 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The link to the ballot will be live between that time frame. And I guess the biggest question is, why is this important? I think this is really important because it gives us the hobby a chance to really determine which cards have meant the most to us over the years. And this is important because I think it gives us a voice. It gives us a chance to really declare that we, the hobby, declare these cards to be the best of the best. And that's just something very unique and very special. Now, if you look at the website to the Baseball Hall of Fame, you're going to see that the mission statement is to preserve history, honor excellence, and connect to generations. And I feel, in essence, what we're doing here is preserving hobby history. We are acknowledging hobby excellence, and all in an effort to hopefully connect future generations to say, look, back in 2021, the YouTube sports card community, a group of fellow baseball card collectors determined that these cards are unique and iconic within the hobby. And I think because of that, we have a chance to really put an exclamation point on what we believe to be the cards most important to us.
All right. So now, thank you, Victor. Very well said. Very, very well said. And I thought we would kind of end this show with asking the group here some common questions that we think the voters, might have. All right. So why only 40 cards?
Well, the reason why we only chose 40 cards is because years in the past, it was just becoming too much. I would have about 150, 160 cards to vote, and people were selecting. We're still going to keep it as 10 cards will get in. And we felt like 40 was a good number. We originally started with 20, 30, and we just upped it to 40. And we figured we wanted to give people enough choices to choose from, and a wide area, pre-war, post-war, some modern, so people wouldn't feel like certain players or certain cards were left out. It was becoming a lot of cards that were being submitted each year, and we wanted to kind of like just put a little bit of a limitation on this as well. This way, it wasn't going to become 150, 160 cards, 40 cards, similar to the Veterans Committee with the Hall of Fame. They'll get presented to, it must be 20, 30 players, and they got to select 75% of that ballot. So we're trying to kind of keep it in the same vein as the Veterans Committee, which is a really good idea.
Yeah. And if there's so many cards on there, you don't want the votes getting spread out way too much.
Exactly.
And that could be an issue too. So the viewers here, if they don't see a card on here that they're like, wow, this should be a Hall of Fame card, like how do they voice their opinion? So maybe it could be added on the 2022 ballot.
Right. There's going to be people on here that are going to say, hey, how about this card? You can submit a comment down below of this video, and we'll put that into consideration and add that to the ballot next year. This is for you, the people out there. We don't want to make this as this is what we're saying. This is the first year, so we had to make our own selections first of what the first 40 would be on the ballot. But from here on out, you, the people, can have a voice and a word to say, hey, I want to give an explanation. We don't want you to give, say, 10 or 20 cards. Just give a couple of cards. Give us one or two or three. Put it in the comments below, and we'll try and squeeze it into next year's ballot.
Yeah. And also to the YouTube creators out there who are watching this, who are, love basketball, hockey, football, other sports, we encourage you guys to kind of do this too. I mean, we've done the baseball, do those Hall of Fames and bring your community together. And for hockey, let's just say, because, I don't know much about hockey other than Gretzky and Brett Hall and the big Hall of Famers. So, take this concept and roll with it. We invite you to do that. And if you want help doing the ballot the way that this ballot is being done, just email me, and my email will be in the description of this video. If you want to reach out, I will definitely help you guys.
Very well said. That was awesome, Mike. And so that's about it. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Remember, this is for fun. So years past, we would have you guys do a video and all that. You don't have to do a video. Really just go to the link down below. It'll take you to the ballot. Click on up to 10 players. You can choose less if you want, but no more than 10 players, and vote. And like I said, if you have a particular card or two or three that you want to see for next year, put it down below and we'll get it out. So once again, the time frame starts May 11th. Start voting 8 p.m. Eastern time. Ends Memorial Day, Monday, May 31st. So any last word from you guys that you want to tell people, or anything you want to say?
Go ahead, Victor.
I'd like to share it. I love the concept of what we're doing here so much. I wrote an article on my website, alltimegreats.blog, and the title of the article is called Collector's Vote for the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. And in that article, I give the who, what, when, where, and why all of this was started. And I also give you a picture collage of each year of the cards that were voted in. So we'll leave the link to that article in the description down below. If you'd like to check it out, you can. If you don't, that's fine too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we're excited to see how many people vote this year. So I'm just ready to get this going.
Yeah, we're stoked, and we're hoping that you'll like this concept this year. It was kind of like a free-for-all in the years past. This is a little more streamlined, a little more structure too. And I want to thank Mike from This Baseball Card Life and Victor from All Time Greats blog. Don't forget to check out their channels. They have phenomenal input, phenomenal channels. You have to check them out. Well, other than that, I think I'm good. If you guys don't have anything else, I mean, we can wrap it up and get to voting, guys. Rock the vote.
Yeah, vote.
All right, guys. Thanks again, and welcome once again to the 4th year of the YouTube Baseball Card Hall of Fame. Take care, guys.